Program your children will be walking. It's called Anasazi, the making of a walking. And like you said, it means wise teachers. Yes, it does. My wife, who's Navajo, speaks the Navajo language very well. And so in 1988, when we started, Larry Olson, my partner, and I, in Arizona, my wife, we asked her to come and be with us on the board of directors. And she came, and she could be a founder too, you know. But she told us that in her Navajo language, Anasazi can be pronounced, the word Anasazi can be pronounced differently. She said, if you do, then it means wise teachers. And all of a sudden we said, yeah, that's what we like. Because the young adults that are going to be walking with your children are called trail walkers. And they're the wise teachers. We give them a lot of training. This is an overview of the historical beginnings, and it started with a young man by the name of Larry Dean Olson. There's Larry's picture. Larry is gathering their material for a book he has written called Outdoor Survival Skills. Almost overnight, Larry was considered the survival expert in the nation because nobody had ever written a book about primitive skills and how to make them, like chipping arrowheads, making traps, bow and arrows, cordage out of plant fibers and things like this. And so Larry tells the story of how this all began. If Miss Romaine had not taken interest in you and giving you that book, I said, today, that arrowhead would have just been an embarrassing thing because you got up to the front, the children laughed. I said, you probably would have never learned how to read either. And here's Larry and his lovely wife, Cheryl, with Farah, their firstborn daughter. By Larry finding out a little more about the Indians, he got so curious that he began to join archaeological digs in Idaho. And some of his findings are in the museums in Idaho. And he kept really well detailed. The Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah was worried that incoming freshmen who had met all the requirements to be accepted as students, the first or second semester they're flunking out. And so they were wondering what's going on. And so Dr. Darrell Moses was talking to the dean of admissions, and he was saying, what's going on here? So they called a few of the academic dropouts, and they discovered two things. They said that in the middle, it says, it was felt that a student who does poor academic work has not learned to A, exploit the environmental aids available to him in order to get good grades, and B, develop the self-confidence he needs to perform well. So March 25th, 1968, that's 40, and this month, it'll be 46 years ago when we first took the first one out. And if you notice, it was worth 5 credit hours, and the title was very prophetic. It said Youth Rehabilitation Through Outdoor Survival. And so a new course was born on the university campus. Well, Larry began to send letters out to ask for guinea pigs to walk with him. I was one of those, I'm confessing now to all of you, that got an art scholarship to the Brigham Young University. Second semester I flunked out. And now I get a letter from Larry Olson that reads like this. This is actually the letter he sent. But to me, this is what the letter said. Dear academic dropout, my name is Larry Dean Olson. The university has asked me to conduct an experimental program. And if you go out with me, if you want to be a guinea pig and go out with me for 30 days in the desert, if you survive, then you'll be admitted back on probation to the Brigham Young University. I said, yeah, you know. And so I hitchhiked back to the university from Nevada. And so that's what we look like when we started together. That's a year after we went on the program. And so we were just young bucks. And with the success of the BYU program, there was others that began to take notice, professionals, court judges, BYU educators, and others. The course became so popular that enrollment now, instead of just the dropouts, include other students. And what's really even more interesting is that along with the academic dropouts, the court judges began to court order juvenile delinquents to the program. And also the clinical professionals began to see their psychiatrist patients. And look at the rest. So thank you for the kind of parents you are. The Creator bless you and your child to have a good walking, that you can find each other and return back, each of you, to your belonging place. Your child will awaken to know that you love him, and then you'll go home and prepare a belonging place for them. You might have to change some things about yourself too, and drop some things too. So everybody then has a new beginning. So thank you. I am Good Buffalo Eagle, and have spoken.